and welcome to the intro of this vlog that I've started like 3 or 4 times already. If you're new here, my name is Laura and I like to talk about books that I'm currently reading and my journey through grad school. I'm currently in summer vacation in between graduating for my master's and entering the PhD program. So I actually had a whole other video almost ready to export. All it needed was some final touches, and unfortunately that whole vlog just disappeared. And also unfortunately last week my mental health kind of hit a dive, so I don't have a lot of footage, and that's why I'm here at the beginning of the video to basically talk to you guys about what's going on. So I forgot where I left off in the video that's up right now or whatever, but I read and finished Poor Things by Alistair Gray, and I loved it so much. It was really good, and it's sitting in my favorites shelf. I'm not gonna say much about it because I think I do talk about it in a clip, so I will let past Laura talk more about it. In my vlog that I couldn't post, in my vlog that disappeared, I mentioned that I found a little free library near my house and that I took a couple books from my TBR bookshelf and gave those away because they've been sitting on my shelf for a really long time and I knew I was not going to read them anytime soon. So there's a clip about that right about now. So I am actually very sleep deprived right now. So I am going to get a nice coffee, and last time I drove in that direction, I think I spotted a little free library. So I'm going to bring some books that I've been wanting to get rid of for a while with me, in case I am right and I did see a free little library. These are the books I actually want to unhaul. Yes, I bought them, but I think I mostly just fell for the hype. And when I was hearing people talk about these books, I realized that I don't care for them. And every time I saw them on my TBR shelf, I literally just did not want to pick them up. So they deserve a better home, and if for some reason I come back to them, I'd much rather buy them used or check them out at the library. And if I need to buy them, I do prefer paperbacks anyways. These are all hardcover books. One of the ones I'm getting rid of is Magic Seeped in Poison by Judy I. Lin. This was the cover by, honestly. I thought it was really beautiful, but I can't tell you what it's about. I think tea is magical in here. I don't know. I literally just don't want to read it anymore. These next 3 are probably gonna be a little controversial, but the next book is Wayward. And I actually bought it way before the hype started. I think that's even funnier. The next book is Hester, and one of the main reasons that I really wanted to pick this book up is because I love the Scarlet Letter, but it was too, I don't know. The writing style wasn't for me. I'd honestly keep it just for the cover because, again, I think the cover is so beautiful, but it deserves a better home. And the next book I'm giving away is Babel or Babel or whatever. I was really excited for it. I listened to the hype and everything like that, and then I slowly started to realize that I'm not a big fan of dark academia, I guess. I don't know. Again, it's one of those books that when every time I looked at it to see if I wanted to pick it up or not, I just went like, not right now. And I've had these books for so many years now that just, other people deserve them in their home. So if that was a free little library, these are going in there, and hopefully someone would be really happy that they're there. So yeah, I will be back with my iced coffee. Hi, welcome back. Now that controversial clip is out of the way, here is the vlog, and I'll see you in the outro. Oh, man. Bye. So happy Monday. I'm a little annoyed because I was trying to delete some songs in my library or whatever from Final Cut Pro, and long story short, I lost everything. I was working on a vlog that I would have been able to post tomorrow, and that's all gone. None of the music works, but they're still in the library, and I don't know how to delete it, and I am losing my mind. So a lot of reading updates. I picked up and finished Poor Things by Alistair Gray, and it made it onto my favorite shelf. I had full thoughts in that vlog about it, so I'll just give you guys a quick rundown. This was obviously political commentary on a lot of social issues going on in wherever they're from, Scotland, sorry. And the irony surrounding those political conversations just made this book hilarious. I highly recommend it, and my next goal is to see the movie because I would like to compare and see how it is, especially since a lot of people didn't like the movie because they felt it was very anti-feminist in the sense that it was very pro-sex, that it was still catering to the male gaze, if that makes sense. I remember hearing about the discourse, but I obviously didn't really pay attention to it because I wanted to see the movie. But as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, no, you know what? I think I kind of want to read the book first before I see this movie. And I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I found another favorite book. This is definitely going on my shelf. Currently, I accidentally started 2 books at once. I'm not really good at reading multiple books at once. I can't do that kind of multitasking. Today's Monday, and over the weekend, I really messed up my sleep schedule by staying up really late all 3 nights, I think. I honestly can't remember. And I am so tired. I feel like you could notice it in my face. When I finished Poor Things, I decided to pick up Klara and The Sun, but it seemed a little too serious for me and my tired brain, so I kind of wanted to pick up something not so serious, something more fun, something more with like an easy to read flavor, I guess. And I picked up The Book of Thorns by Hester Fox. And the reason why I picked this one up was because her book, The Last Heir to Blackwood Library, was a gothic novel that was very fast paced, it was fun to read, and I enjoyed myself reading it. So that's why I picked this one up. I thought it was gonna be around the same flavor as that one. It's just as serious as Klara and The Sun. Like, the novel literally begins with trigger warnings, and I'm just like, I mean, I guess. And now, as of today, I kind of really want to start A Fire Endless now. A Fire Endless is a sequel to A River Enchanted, but since I'm not really a big fantasy reader, I needed a small break before I could start the sequel, and that's why I was picking up these books. And now my brain is like, okay, we could go back and finish that story. Anyways, so basically my goal for this video is to try to finish both of these books so I can finally get to Fire Endless. So we'll see how long it takes me. They're pretty short, so it should be possible, but because they are pretty serious, it might slow me down, who knows. Oh, and on a personal update, I registered for a class where I was put on the wait list for, and I've been wanting to take this class since my undergrad, but I was taking it at one point, but that was around the same time that I had to leave for medical reasons. So when I came back the next semester, just for one reason or another, I couldn't take this class. So I was like, you know what? Let me do the wait list and see if I can take it. And I can. I'm so excited. I accepted the spot and everything, and I can't wait to finally take this class. Hello, good morning. Well, I guess good afternoon at this point. Today's Tuesday. So it's the next day and I haven't started reading yet because I actually decided to clean my room a little bit, and by clean I meant just pick up some things on the floor, and I also decided to rearrange my favorites bookshelf because I was noticing that it was getting a little too full, that if I were to add one or two more books there would be no more space. And so I did the stacking method, so all my Penguin Deluxe editions are stacked up onto each other, and that really did free up a lot of space. I did also kind of rearranged it in, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I rearranged it in through publishers like the rest of my bookshelves, but no, I had to move one because I also rearranged it by size. So some books are separated, but I really like how it turned out. I'm glad that the bookshelf is growing. I think that's pretty amazing because I've had the same books up there for like a really long time, and I'm happy that I could look back and say that there's more. That's awesome. So just to recap on Klara and The Sun, I just started part 4, and Klara and her human family are going into the city for the first time, and she supposedly made a pact with the sun to help cure Josie, who's her human. Klara is an artificial friend so only kids get them, and they're supposed to be like their best friends, their caretakers and stuff like that. I don't I don't want to be mean, but so far I don't care for it as much as I thought I would, and that's what's kind of disappointing me. I'm really hoping that the last 3 parts kind of pick up and make up for it, because I'm just kind of like, okay, can I finish the book now? And that sucks, especially coming from Poor Things, but anyways, those are my thoughts so far. I am going to start reading, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Hi, welcome back. Also, I'm over here babysitting my dog that lives with my sister, so that's why the setting is a little bit different for those of you who aren't new. I finally finished Klara and The Sun. The reason why it took me so long to finish this book, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people finished it in like one sitting. It took me almost 2 weeks because it was just kind of boring for me. I have such high hopes because one of my professors told me that he even like teared up a little bit. And the entire time I was just kind of waiting to be rooted in, I guess. And I never really got that. I'm not a big fan of sci-fi, but that wasn't the case because yes, the main character is essentially a robot. It didn't really affect the way that the story was going, but I feel like it was moving too slow.